This is Tony T here from Tony'sPicks.com with our NFL Free Pick Show here for Sunday, October 13th. We're going to have a pick from all 12 Sunday games. And if you're looking for more free pick videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel. And if you're looking for my best bets, click the link in the description. That'll take you to my page at Tony'sPicks.com. Let's get this one underway with the first game here. We got Jaguars and Bears. This one coming to you here from London, England here in this spot. So let me go ahead and get the pick up here for you. You guys can see it. This is what we're doing here in this London game. Jacksonville receiver Davis questionable with their tight end Ingram questionable. Their defensive starters are healthy. Chicago left guard is questionable. On defense, the safety and cornerback are doubtful. Game played in London. Jacksonville 1-4 after their 37-34 home win at Indianapolis. The Jaguars gained 497 yards, 126 rushing for 5.5 yards a carry. On defense, they allowed 447 yards to the Colts, 348 passing on 45 attempts. Trevor Lawrence, 28 of 34 passing for 371 yards with 2 touchdowns and a pick. Chicago improved to 3-2, a 36-10 home win to Carolina. The Bears produced 424 yards, 128 rushing for 3.3 yards a carry. Defensively, they held the Panthers to 282 yards, 172 passing on 35 attempts. Caleb Williams here, 20 of 29 passing for 304 yards with 2 touchdowns. Chicago has a slight injury advantage based on the Chow ratings. Both Bears wins came with massive injury advantage, and this is not the case here. Of course, remember, the Bears exploited the injured Rams and Panthers team at home. Jacksonville rushes for effectively here 5.7 yards a carry, limit teams to 4.1 yards per rush attempt. Chicago offense rushes for 3.4 yards a carry, averages only 4.6 yards per pass attempt. On defense, they're giving up 4.8 yards a carry. Chicago 1-6 to the spread in their past 7 against the AFC. Player will be Jacksonville plus the 1. All right, next up, Commanders and Ravens NFL pick here for Sunday. Washington running back Robinson questionable. Their defensive starters are healthy. Baltimore left tackle questionable. On defense, a corner and nickelback questionable. Washington improved to 4-1, a 34-13 home win to Cleveland. The Commanders put up 434 yards, 215 rushing for 6.3 yards a carry. On defense, they held the Browns to 212 yards, 108 passing on 29 attempts. Jane Daniels here, 14 of 25 passing for 238 yards with a touchdown and pick. He rushed for 82 yards. Baltimore sits at 3-2, a 41-38 road win at Cincinnati. The Ravens gained 520 yards, 175 rushing for 5.1 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 442 yards to the Bengals, 371 passing on 39 attempts. Lamar Jackson goes 26 of 42 for 348 yards with 4 touchdowns. He rushed for 55 yards. No significant injury advantage here as both teams enter with a 90 or better injury rating based by Dr. Chow staff. Washington putting up great numbers offensively, 5.3 yards per rush, 76% completion rate, 8 yards per pass attempt. On defense, they allow 5.1 yards a carry with 69% completions for 6.7 yards a carry. Baltimore strong rushing and passing. They hold opponents at 3.1 yards per carry, but have struggled defending the pass by allowing 67% completions for 7.5 yards per pass attempt. Washington 6-0 to the spread as we're underdog against the AFC. Baltimore 8-12 to the spread at home. Play Washington here at plus the 7. All right, next up is Cardinals and Packers NFL pick here for Sunday's game. Arizona right tackle questionable. On defense, a nickel back is questionable. Green Bay receiver Watson and their left tackle questionable. A tackle and corner are questionable on defense. Arizona improved to 2-3 with their 24-23 road win at San Francisco. The Cardinals put up 357 yards, 169 rushing for 6.5 yards a carry. On defense, they allowed 384 yards to the 49ers with 153 rushing for 5.9 yards a carry. Kyler Murray, 19 of 30 passing for 195 yards with a touchdown and pick. Green Bay now 3-2, a 24-19 road win at the LA Rams. The Packers posted 323 yards, 126 rushing for 4.1 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 380 yards to the Rams, 134 rushing for 4.8 yards a carry. Jordan Love here, 15 of 26 passing for 224 yards with 2 touchdowns and a pick. No significant injury advantage here Arizona is a good offensive team that rushed for 5.5 yards a carry and complete 68% of their passes. The team struggles on defense, allowing 4.6 yards a carry with 73% completions, 7.7 yards per pass attempt. Green Bay offense rushes for 5.2 yards a carry with good downfield presence and 7.7 yards per pass attempt. Defensively, they surrender 4.4 yards per rush, 64% completions, 6.6 yards per pass attempt. Two good passing and rushing offenses here. Arizona's defense a concern in this back-to-back road spot. Play Arizona and Green Bay over 46. Make that 47. All right, next up, Texans and Patriots. NFL pick here for Sunday. Houston running back Mixon questionable. Receiver Nico Collins and Robert Woods are out. On defense, a free safety and corner are out. New England running back Stevenson out this one. Receiver Bourne and their center questionable. On defense, a linebacker and safety questionable. Houston improved to 4-1. A 23-20 home win to Buffalo. The Texans gained 425 yards. 94 rushing for 3.3 yards a carry. On defense, they allowed 276 yards to the Bills with 150 rushing for 5.4 yards a carry. C.J. Stroud, 28-38 passing for 331 yards with a touchdown and pick. New England fell to 1-4. A 15-10 home defeat to Miami. The Patriots gained 299 yards, 151 rushing for 7.9 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 372 yards to the Dolphins, 193 rushing for 4.7 yards a carry. Drake May will start at quarterback. May in limited work in week 3 hit 4 of 8 passes for 22 yards. He rushed for 12 yards in the game. Houston has a significant injury advantage in this game based on the Dr. Chow injury ratings. The Patriots' issues are on the offensive line and running back as they sport a low 63.2 injury score. The Texans have a slight advantage offensively, battling the Patriots' defense. Also factor a rookie quarterback starting here. New England is allowing 4.8 yards per run, but solid in pass defense. The Texans are averaging only 6.1 yards per pass attempt this season and dealing with injuries to playmakers on offense. Play here will be on Houston and New England under 37.5. Buccaneers and Saints, NFL pick here for Sunday. Tampa Bay running back White is doubtful with center Barden out. Receiver McMillan and right tackle are questionable. On defense, and both safeties are questionable. New Orleans quarterback Carr is out, as is their right guard. Their center questionable. On defense, a linebacker and safety are out. Tampa Bay fell to 3-2 after their 36-30 road defeat on Thursday night to Atlanta. The Buccaneers gained 333 yards, 160 rushing for 6.2 yards a carry. On defense, they allowed 550 yards to the Falcons with 477 passing yards on 59 attempts. Baker Mayfield, 19-24 passing for 180 yards and 3 touchdowns. He rushed for 42 yards in the game. New Orleans drops to 2-3, a 26-13 road defeat at Kansas City on Monday night. The Saints posted 220 yards, 46 rushing for 3 yards a carry. On defense, they gave up 460 yards to the Chiefs, 321 passing on 39 attempts. Spencer Rattler takes over for the injured Derek Carr. The rookie sees his first action elevated from the third string here. Tampa Bay has an injury advantage in this game by about 3.7 points in Dr. Chow's ratings. The Saints offense has a low injury score of 77.5. Tampa Bay rushing for 4.5 yards a carry, 72% completions, 7 yards per pass attempt. The Saints defense allowing 4.4 yards a carry, 6.8 yards per pass attempt. Quarterback and rest advantage for Tampa Bay here. Play Tampa Bay here minus 3.5. All right, up next, Browns and Eagles. NFL pick here for action on Sunday. Cleveland center is out. On defense, both safeties are out with the linebacker and corner questionable. Philadelphia is healthy on both sides of the field. The Eagles hit their bye week at 2-2 after their 33-16 road defeat at Tampa Bay. They put up 227 yards with 113 rushing for 5.7 yards a carry. On defense, they allowed 445 yards to the Bucs with 334 passing on 47 attempts. Jalen Hurts went 18-30 for 158 yards and a touchdown. He rushed for 20 yards and a touchdown. Cleveland falls to 1-4, a 34-13 road defeat at Washington. The Browns produced 212 yards, 104 rushing for 4.5 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 434 yards to the Commanders, 215 rushing for 6.3 yards a carry. Deshaun Watson here, 15 of 28 passing for 125 yards and a touchdown. Philadelphia has a significant injury advantage based on the Chow ratings. It is significant on both sides of the field here. Cleveland, a mess on offense. They rush for 4.4 yards a carry, but average only 4 yards per pass attempt. Defensively, they are allowing 141 yards rushing per game, 5 yards per rush. The team allows 6.2 yards per pass attempt. The Philadelphia offense rushing for 5 yards a carry and completes 68% of their passes for 6.4 yards per carry. On defense, they're allowing 5 yards per run with 7 yards per pass attempt. Cleveland 12-8 to the over on the road. Philadelphia 14-5 the over as home favorite. Play Cleveland and Philadelphia over 42.5. All right, next up, Colts and Titans. NFL pick here for Sunday. Indianapolis quarterback Anthony Richardson is questionable, as is his receivers Pittman and Downs. Their right tackle questionable, with the running back Taylor out. On defense, their nickel back is questionable. Tennessee healthy on offense and defense. Indianapolis fell to 2-3, a 37-34 road win at Jacksonville. The Colts put up 447 yards, 99 rushing for 5 yards a carry. On defense, they allowed 497 yards with 371 passing on 34 attempts. Anthony Richardson has practiced this week. He completes just 50% of his passes with 8.5 yards per pass attempt, but 6 picks. Tennessee now 1-3. They get that road win here, 32-21 at Miami. The Titans gain 244 yards, 142 rushing for 3.5 yards a carry. On defense, they held the Dolphins to 184 yards, 78 passing on 22 attempts. Will Levis expected to start after exiting with that shoulder injury, but the bye week added to the healing process. Levis, 68% completion rate, 6.2 yards per pass attempt, going for 4 touchdowns and 6 picks. Tennessee has a major injury advantage in this game by 14 points in the Dr. Chow ratings. Huge edges on both sides of the football. Indianapolis running for 5 yards a carry, but 60% completion rate. On defense, they allow 4.5 yards per rush, 72% completions, 7.9 yards per pass attempt. Tennessee's running the football for 4.2 yards a carry, but inefficient passing team with 66% completion rate for 5 yards per pass attempt. Defense is a strength as the Titans allow 4.2 yards per rush, 59% completion rate, 5 yards per pass attempt. The Colts have dropped both road games this season. Back-to-back road games for Indy here. Rest advantage for the Titans. Play Tennessee here at minus the 2.5. All right, Chargers and Broncos, NFL pick here for Sunday. LA left tackle was questionable on defense. A corner and nickel back out. A linebacker and corner are questionable. Denver receiver Reynolds, a center, and at right tackle are out. Their defensive starters healthy. LA hit the bye week 2-2, a 17-10 home defeat to Kansas City. The Chargers produced 264 yards, 55 rushing for 2.3 yards a carry. On defense, they allowed 329 yards to the Chiefs, 228 passing on 29 attempts. Justin Herbert, 16 of 27 passing here on 29 attempts. Justin Herbert, 16 of 27 for 179 yards and a touchdown. Denver improved now to 3-2, a 34-18 home win to Las Vegas. The Broncos collected 289 yards, 109 rushing for 3.9 yards a carry. On defense, they held the Raiders to 330 yards, 215 passing on 37 attempts. Bo Nix, 19 of 27 passing for 206 yards with 2 touchdowns. No significant injury advantage in this one, but both teams banged up with injury scores around 85 based on the Dr. Chow ratings. LA rushing for 4.4 yards a carry, but inefficient in the passing game, 5.9 yards per pass attempt. On defense, they hold opponents to 3.9 yards a carry, but 72% completion rate. Denver rushes for 4 yards a carry, but an inefficient passing game that averages 5 yards per pass attempt. Defense is very good here, giving up 4.2 yards a carry, just 5.1 yards per pass attempt. But here the Broncos, 5-1 of the spread in consecutive home games. We'll take Denver here, plus the 3. Steelers and Raiders, NFL pick here for action on Sunday. Pittsburgh is healthy on offense. On defense, a linebacker is out. Las Vegas receiver Adams out. Running back White with receiver Myers are questionable, along with their right tackle. On defense, a linebacker questionable. Pittsburgh 3-2 after their 20-17 home defeat to Dallas. The Steelers put up 226 yards, 92 rushing for 3.5 yards a carry. On defense, they allowed 445 yards to the Cowboys, 336 passing on 42 attempts. Justin Fields 15-27 passing for 131 yards with 2 touchdowns. He rushed for 27 yards. Las Vegas drops to 2-3. A 34-18 road defeat at Denver. The Raiders posted 430 yards, 115 rushing for 4.6 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 289 yards to the Broncos, 180 passing on 27 attempts. Aiden O'Connell 10-20 passing for 94 yards and a pick. Pittsburgh has a slight injury edge based on the shallow ratings. The Steelers are running for 3.7 yards a carry and pass for 6.5 yards per pass attempt. The Steelers' defense allows 3.7 yards a carry with 6.8 yards per pass attempt. Las Vegas rushes for 3.9 yards a carry and benches Minshew here. On defense, the Raiders giving up 5 yards a carry, 6.5 yards per pass attempt. O'Connell really limits mistakes at the quarterback position. The Raiders 9-4 to the spread at home against the AFC. Pittsburgh struggles to get points on the board and have lost 2 straight, all to struggling defenses. Play here will be on Las Vegas +3. Falcons and Panthers, NFL pick for action on Sunday. Atlanta, fullback Burns out on defense, a linebacker out. Carolina, right end and right tackle out. Receiver Johnson is questionable. On defense, a linebacker is out and one is doubtful. They have an end out. Atlanta improved to 3-2. A 36-30 home victory to Tampa Bay. They gained 550 yards, 73 rushing for 4 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 333 yards to the Bucs, 160 rushing for 6.2 yards per rush. Kirk Cousins here, 42-58 passing for 509 yards, 4 touchdowns, and an interception. Carolina 1-4 after their 36-10 road defeat to Chicago. Panthers put up 292 yards, 120 rushing for 6.3 yards a carry. On defense, they allowed 424 yards to the Bears, 296 passing on 29 attempts. Andy Dalton 18-28 passing for 136 yards with a pick. Atlanta has a huge injury advantage in this game based on the Dr. Chow injury ratings by a margin of +18 rating points. The Panthers defense has a very low injury score of 63.6. With the Falcons offense here a score of 85.9. Atlanta is rushing for 4.5 yards a carry and efficient in their passing game with 67% completions, 7.3 yards per pass attempt. The team allows 4.4 yards per rush with 6.2 yards per pass attempt. Carolina struggles in the passing game, averaging 5.3 yards per attempt. A poor pass defense that gives up 71% completions, 7.9 yards per pass attempt. Carolina 1-4 to the spread at home, facing an offensive team that averages 350 or greater yards per game. Play here will be on Atlanta, -6. Lions and Cowboys, NFL pick here for Sunday. Detroit starters are healthy on both sides of the field. Dallas starters on offense healthy. On defense, an end and linebacker out with a corner questionable. Detroit improved to 3-1. A 42-29 home win on a Monday night to Seattle. That was prior to their bye week. The Lions gained 389 yards, 116 rushing for 4 yards a carry. On defense, they allowed 516 yards to the Seahawks, 383 passing on 56 attempts. Jared Goff here, 18 of 18 passing for 292 yards and 2 touchdowns. Dallas now 3-2. A 20-17 road win at Pittsburgh. The Cowboys put up 445 yards, 109 rushing for 3.5 yards a carry. On defense, they held the Steelers to 226 yards, 134 passing on 28 attempts. Dak Prescott here, 29 of 42 for 352 yards with 2 touchdowns and 2 picks. The Lions have a significant injury advantage in this game based on the tower ratings. The Cowboys have a very low injury score of 69.4 as they face the Lions offense with a healthy rating of 92.7. Huge discrepancy. Detroit rushes for 4.7 yards a carry and an efficient offense that completes 71% of their passes for 7.8 yards per pass. And remember, the injury report does not take into account for the players on IR. You always got to remember the guys on IR there. We could have second, third stringers that are coming in now because, again, the IR guys don't show up on the injury report. On defense, they're holding folks to 4.4 yards per rush, 6.5 yards per pass attempt. Dallas struggles on the ground with 3.5 yards per rush. On defense, they allow 4.4 yards per run, 6.8 yards per pass attempt. Detroit here 14-5 the spread on the road. Dallas 2-4 to the spread at home against winning teams. Massive health with the rest advantage as well for the Lions here. Play Detroit -3. Bengals and Giants NFL pick. Here we go for Sunday. Cincinnati starters are healthy on offense. On defense, a nickelback is questionable. New York running back Devin Singletary questionable with receiver Neighbors out. Their starters on defense are healthy. Cincinnati drops to 1-4, a 41-38 home defeat to Baltimore. The Bengals put up 442 yards, 71 rushing for 3.1 yards a carry. On defense, they gave up 520 yards to the Ravens, 345 passing yards on 42 attempts. Joe Burrow here, 30 of 39 passing for 392 yards with 5 touchdowns and a pick. New York sits at 2-3, a 29-20 road win at Seattle. The Giants put up 420 yards, 175 rushing for 5 yards a carry. Defensively, they held Seattle to 335 yards, 231 passing on 40 attempts. Daniel Jones, 23 of 34 passing for 257 yards with 2 touchdowns. He rushed for 38 yards in the game. But again, huge rest advantage in that win against Seattle for the Giants. No significant injury advantage here. Cincinnati rushing for 4.3 yards a carry with a strong passing game, 72% completions, 7.6 yards per pass attempt. Defensively, they allow 4.6 yards a carry with 6.9 yards per pass attempt. New York struggles on the ground, just 3.9 yards a carry and only 6.1 yards per pass attempt. The Giants' defense has been poor, giving up over 5 yards a carry, 72% completion rate. Cincinnati 7-1 to the spread on the road, facing teams that allow 5.65 yards per play or greater. Play here will be Cincinnati at -3.5. For more free pick videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel. And if you're looking for my best bets, my premium picks, click the link in the description. That will take you to my page at Tony'sPicks.com. And if you appreciate our work, give us a like and thumbs up on this video. It really helps our channel. I'm Tony T. We'll talk with you guys later.